What's up, everybody? This is Jamey Jasta from Hatebreed, and you're watching Loudwire.
Hey everyone, Graham Hartmann here from Loudwire, and joining me today, Mr. Jamey Jasta from Hatebreed. Thank you so much for taking some time.
Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
Awesome to have you here. Concrete Confessional, new album. Well, it will be new soon. Listening to it the first time, obviously sounds like a Hatebreed record right off the bat. But I'm wondering, what do you think fans will get when they go deeper into it? On the 5th listen, the 10th listen, what will they take out of it, you think?
Some of the new dynamics, some of the different arrangements, some different stylings with the vocals and with some of the riffing. I think we just upped the ferocity.
Yeah.
You try every time to get it a little bit more in your face, a little bit more technically proficient, but this time around I really felt like everybody played their asses off. They really upped the intensity and all the tracking. All the takes we used were really solid takes, and it's a hard-hitting record start to finish. Even though there's little breaks here and there, like From Grace We've Fallen is a catchy but still really heavy song. Something's Off is something different for us as far as infusing a little bit of melody in there in the middle of the song. But all in all, I think, every 3-4 songs, it just kind of restarts with the brutality.
Totally, and it goes right off the bat with AD, like a real ripping song. Great guitar work on that one, too. I'm assuming AD stands for American Dream on that one?
That one's up for argument, discussion, interpretation. But yeah, I think originally, when we were throwing around the titles, we thought, what if someone's never heard of us and they turn this over and they see this? And it's like, okay, well, what if we just called it AD? And then we thought, okay, they'll have to decide what it means to them.
They'll have to listen to the song to really get it.
And since it's going to be the first lyric video, no matter how you see the world right now, or no matter how bleak you think it might be, or no matter how dead you think the American dream might be, you can probably relate to something in the song. And it doesn't matter what party you might be voting for, or what your economic status is or your family life is. I think everybody can, especially people from my generation, they can relate to being sold this white picket fence house and the marriage and the 3 kids and the dog, and that type of situation is harder than ever. You see the student loans, the mortgages, the credit card debt, the marriages, the divorce rate is up and all that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that went into that song.
With a lot of Hatebreed material in the past, there's definitely the theme of social injustice that goes along in there. And listening to the record, for some reason, the subject that came up in my mind immediately was police brutality. Is that something that you kind of injected into your lyrics?
Maybe on the song Us Against Us, but really it was more about how we view the police brutality based on the media. Okay. You never see these positive stories of all the times that police have done positive things, and we deal with that with heavy metal. You rarely see heavy metal getting covered by mainstream media unless it's somebody doing something super dumb or negative. And look, every group has bad people. You could, Catholic priests.
Of course,
there's so many different factions of society where the bad examples really resonate with people, and you really see it because it generates clicks, it generates discussion, it generates outrage, or whatever it might be.
7 Enemies, another really good standout lyric. I wish the motherfucker would try to see this fucked up world with my eyes. Are you talking about anyone in particular?
That song came at like one of the lowest points of like the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Where I was just so disenchanted and just burnt out and just tired of dealing with certain shit. And I remember thinking, like, God, like, people are so obsessed with themselves, get over your ego, get over it. And it started making me think about the 7 sins and like the greed, the gluttony, the sloth, the pride, and it all kind of ties together, I think, in every religion. I started searching it out. Like, every culture has a version of kind of like the seven sins, and so, you know, that's why in that song I say, you know, I was in a frustrated point where I thought I knew, like, getting up that morning, you know, that probably wasn't gonna have any encounters with anybody willing to actually see what someone else was going through or what I was going through. And so it was one of those like pissed off, just frustrated songs that, in a weird way, it ties into the seven sins, because you know, all you have is today, and you do have a choice. You could go down a destructive path. You could be one of these narcissistic people that only sees, you know, what's going on with themselves. But it could be said both ways. And, you know, having not drank in like 12 years, you know, every day I'll see a billboard or I'll see an ad, and you go, man, that beer looks real good right now, but I know that beer is going to lead to 20 beers and 20 shots, and then let's get some party favors, let's get some pills, let's go to the strip club, let's go to the casino, and then my life is over.
You really think it would?
I
guess you have to know yourself.
Yeah, I just know,
That's
you know,
important,
the addictive gene is real. And a lot of people throughout the
Yes.
years have always said that, you know, that was something that drew them to Hatebreed lyrics. And, you know, a lot of people have depression, anxiety, and addictive genes in their family. And so they can relate.